Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll continue on with our multiplayer tips section. I'm going to move on to my third favorite faction, which is the Necrons here. I think they're definitely an easy faction to play with if you're a newer player, because they're mostly ranged. They also have healing every turn, and it's proportional to the amount of momentum that they get. And then if two models on most of these different units end up dying. Obviously HQ units don't have the ability to resurrect, but the other units, if somebody does die, you have like a 40% chance of resurrection for up to 2 models per group. So it tends to be a pretty forgiving and also at times a very frustrating faction when you're fighting against them because of that. So the first unit we're going to go on to is the Overlord, which is the main HQ unit of the Necron faction. But before I move on to that, if you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe. It encourages me to post more content for you. But now we'll move on to the Overlord. So assuming he's going to have his melee kit, he costs 275 points, so he is a little bit of expensive of a HQ unit, but he can do a lot for you. He's got 325 health, 2 action points, 4 movement, 6 armor, and starts with 20 evasion. Obviously he's the HQ unit, and then depending, he's one of the few HQ guys that has lots of different kit options depending on how you want to use them. His default kit is the melee build, and that's with the Warscyth, and it has 2 attacks, each one doing 45 to 60 melee damage to the unit he's attacking, and it splashes for 31 to 42 times 3 with an armor piercing of 6. So as you can imagine, this guy can effectively kill most units and squads in one turn if he uses both attacks on him. The second option you have here for 40 less points, so that would drop him down to 225, would be the Staff of Light. This is the ranged build for this guy. It has 4 attacks, each one doing 13 to 18 ballistic damage with an armor piercing of 6, optimal range of 3, base accuracy of 85, and for each tile that's off of the optimal range, it falls off by 10. And if you did use it in melee, you would have 2 attacks, each one doing 30 to 40 with a splash damage of 24 to 32 to 1 unit. So not great. If in melee, you can certainly use it if somebody engages you, but definitely this is meant to be used as a ranged weapon. And then the final variant is the 60 points less, so it drops him down to 215 for his points. Unless you're actually going to use him as a melee brawler, most people will end up just saving the 60 points here and give him the Hyperphase Glave. It has 2 attacks, each one doing 37 to 50 with 2 splash damage being 22 to 30 with an armor piercing of 6. So he can still do good damage, but he's not going to be wiping entire squads easily like he would be with the Warscyth. Now he also has a lot of utility with his abilities as well. He's got several. First one is the phase shift. So this allows you to, if enemies starting to come towards you, or you put him in a position where you know he's going to be attacked, you can use the phase shift ability, and it increases his evasion by 15, so it brings it up to 35. He also gets a 10% damage received debuff, so then he's got a 10% damage invul, I guess would be the easier way to say that. It only lasts 1 turn, and you can use it every 3 turns. He's also a summoner unit, so every 2 turns, let me say that again. He's a summoner unit. He can summon Necrons, warriors. It's just a standard kit. You can't obviously decide which weapons they have. He can do it up to 4 times per turn, or 4 times per match. It takes 2 turns for it to be activated, and then there's a 3-turn cooldown. I feel like that was very complicated for me to say for some reason. But this is definitely a good ability because the Necron warriors are decent. They can damage almost anything, and between their ability to heal and the auto resurrection that the Necron units have, they can definitely be a big pain in the butt. And then he also has an aura, and just like the Tyranids, it's kind of split into 2. So command protocol. The first one is the protocol of the passing seasons. That gives everything within the aura +1 movement, +1 ranged armor. And if you were wanting to use more of a melee aura, if you're having a bunch of melee guys around him, you could switch it to the protocol of Unbending Will, which gives you plus 100% momentum gains and 1 melee armor. So that definitely can be fun. Now when you switch between the command protocols, just like with the Hive Tyrant, it does take 1 AP to jump between the two. And then the last ability he has, and this does take an AP to use, is he has the ability to pretty much teleport. So it's the Veil of Darkness. The Overlord steps between realities to teleport up to 5 tiles, and that has a cooldown of 3 as well. So you get surrounded by a bunch of Assault Marines, you're about to die. Veil of Darkness out of there, run out of the way, and then hopefully you'll be able to stay alive. So I'll just show up a quick match here with all 3 of these Overlords, and we'll see what we can do to kind of show off what they can do and how you might want to use them in combat. And I guess we can just do a default against the Tyranids. I got to turn off the cohesive armies or it's not going to let me use my 3 Necron Lords. I guess we can make the Staff of Light one be our commander unit since he'll be in the back here. And then I'm actually going to have him shift to here. So I wonder then if you have 2 Necron Lords, yeah, if you have 2 Necron Lords then you can get both auras as long as they're separate. So now he has 1 ranged armor, 1 melee armor, 100% momentum gains, and 1 movement. So that's quite the combo there.
They are correct to hide. They are correct to hide. My empire weakens.
I should have moved them first so they wouldn't have lost their movement aura there. That was a little bit of a mistake.
Do not approach me. My will be done. They are correct to hide. My empire weakens.
Alright, well,
What is your will?
I guess let's just charge. Attack these guys.
Honor for the dynasty. What?
Let's, if I do this, you're probably going to get yourself killed, I imagine.
I walk between realities. An endless march.
Actually, what I can do is charge with you, and then he won't get the counterattacks. That's probably the best option here. He's not going to get the kill, though. Alright, so then we're going to attack with this guy, then. So he's down.
I have waited for this.
Move you up here.
Kneel before me.
So as you can see, he still does good damage here. And this is his ranged attack, so again, pretty good. I'm definitely worried that I might have killed him already. You're probably only going to kill 2 models, so it probably makes more sense just to bring you over this way. Shoot into there. Oh, he charged into you for some reason. Oh, he wants to use this acid spray, I guess. Alright, well, so now we can gather up quite a bit of momentum. I need to move you up though, in order to make sure that he gets that. Right? Yeah, unfortunately so. But we'll let you hit here. Guess we'll let you just finish these guys off.
What?
I was thinking those are going to give you a lot more momentum than that. See, what my thought is because these guys heal depending on the amount of momentum gains they get. I was hoping that if we just kill everything here, I could then pull these guys back a little bit more.
An endless march.
Attack again. Alright, I'll attack here, I guess. There you go. Now we definitely have to pull these guys back. So you don't die. Bring you over here. Oh shit. I have him turned the wrong way. Alright, well, let's run you down here, I guess. Get you here. You're still short. Now let's let you finish the kill here. And tech here. There you go.
Your guardians await.
Have you tech here. You can finish these guys off. Or not. I'm actually a little surprised. So, when you do summon the Necron warriors, it does take up 2 of your AP, as it should, because these guys are pretty good. And now what you're going to see is how crazy the heals can be on these Necron boys here as they start to get more momentum. Like, you're going to watch this guy heal up for quite a bit of health here. So let's see how much. Yeah, so he healed up for 159 damage. So that's how crazy these guys are. So the Necrons are definitely one of the units that you could consider not using momentum on, so you can just keep them at ridiculous healing potentials. But unfortunately for us, we also want to be able to show some of his abilities here once he gets ready to be surged all the way. So if you're going to be empowering abilities, the phase shift, when it's empowered, goes up to 35 evasion, it gets 25% damage received, and it lasts for 2 turns. If you end up empowering the Necron Orb of Resurrection, you can it drops the cooldown to your Necron warriors to be 1 turn. If you end up doing the protocol and empowering between the 2 of these, You get the Protocol of Infinite Horizon, which gives you plus 15% bonus HP, and that expires in 1 turn. And then if you wanted to empower the Veil of Darkness, that would increase his ability to teleport up to 8 tiles. So definitely some fun things that can be done there. Since I only have a few units here, I'm going to try to gather up as many kills as I can. And this has an optimal range of 3. Let you charge over to here. Get you up here. And that will allow you to run over here. Finish those guys off. Move you up here. So as you can see, even the default weapon is quite good at doing damage, so you don't have to necessarily force everything and have to use his melee weapon, his hyper, what is it called? The Warscyth, to let him be a good melee unit, because even the default's pretty good. So you get to do good things for the points you have. Alright, let's just finish these guys off. And so then on this guy, you know, if you were going to move through, you would have to suffer a reaction fire. But if we just go back here, now all of a sudden we can get these rear attacks for free. You know, kind of same thing here. I guess technically it's not totally free because we still had to use the AP to get back there, but it saves you a lot of damage. So hopefully that gives you an idea of kind of the different builds for the Necron Overlords here. They can definitely do a lot of fun things for you here. He's a good unit. He has good survivability. The Necron command points are definitely probably the most annoying out of all the factions, because all of them are really good, and the Scarab Swarms can be used to definitely easily win a lot of strategic points by deploying the Scarabs behind enemy lines to where they may have abandoned their points, and also to be used at sniping enemy HQ units, especially if you can get rear attacks on them. You can do crazy amounts of damage with the Scarabs really quickly. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.